Hey, welcome to the Crossovers NBA Draft Show. I'm Maggie Gray. All right, let's unpack what's happening with the New York Knicks. And Rohan, I'm going to give you a second cool down after the column that you wrote today on SI.com. Never heard him curse in a column, but sometimes Phil Jackson's move will just be that big. David, as of right now, we're just hearing a lot of rumor and a lot of innuendo. Put yourself in Phil Jackson's shoes. This is shoes that you used to have as a general manager. Would you trade Kristaps Porzingis? You remember in the fourth inning, pivotal part of the game where they have no outs and two runners on, and Paxton ends up getting out of this jam by sawing off what is really the heart or part of the heart of the Red Sox lineup. And of course, the Red Sox are struggling. But this showed a lot of moxie, a lot of resolve. You're going to see soon. He's got the fist bump. He was totally into it. And, you know, I think a lot of people, and a lot of Yankee fans especially, are always wondering and worried about the trade acquisitions who come over from other markets. What are they going to be like? Are you getting Sonny Gray, or are you going to get someone who could actually come in here and do their job? And I think last night showed that James Paxton wants to be a big part of this rivalry and maybe can really have his best work on the biggest stage. And then, of course, they got the hits behind it, which always helps.
I mean, they've got the 6 rings now. You see them, no one expected it this year, and they took on the role of underdog.
No, John, don't do that. Don't play into their narrative that no one expected that this year. Who are all these haters? Show me the haters. I don't see them anywhere. Just because the Patriots lost a couple games on the road, maybe people started to question whether or not they still had the magic, doesn't mean that people were unanimously picking against them in the Super Bowl. Hein, you can't play into that.
I'm going to say yes. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. It's a magic trick. He wants to show us all that he can, like, pull a rabbit out of a hat and show what the play is. He got away from it a little bit, brought it back strong in the AFC Championship game. The guy's on fire.
Speaking of Braun, he's a little frustrated about some of the non-moves in the offseason. You sharing that same sort of sense of urgency and feeling that he is?
I understand we're in a very peculiar place.
You and I have talked about this before, that you don't play the national anthem before your bouts. But I'm curious, if the president came to you and said, we want to get more patriotic, we want anthems played at all sporting events, and that includes the UFC, what would you say? Before, he would always try to sell people on, oh, I'm going to knock him out, I'm going to knock my opponent out, when everyone knew that wasn't going to be Floyd's game plan. That's not how he was going to go into the fight. So now he's saying, oh, no, guys, like, I'm vulnerable now. You got to look at him. He's 11 years younger than I am. You know, he's a little bit taller than I am, bigger man. But he's not a boxer, so none of that matters. Floyd is the ring intelligence and the defensive style that is going to make this just an absolute farce. I still believe that nothing he can say can convince me otherwise. Has anyone ever kicked the tire in heels?
I don't think so.
I feel like I can spike this tire, and then maybe I can just
got a little captain
on top of it.
Yeah, I love it.